Okay, this topic comes up quite a bit, and it's about phone system. We do a lot of productivity work around the Microsoft 365 space, but phone systems always come into that conversation. It's about how do I get my team that might be scattered all around the countryside or even internationally to be able to make and receive phone calls from our customers who are local. This is a pretty interesting conversation and topic for me because I've spent a lot of time working for the telecommunications companies, build massive 1,000 seat contact centers for the likes of Ericsson. At one point, I used to work for Optus, I've worked for Telstra, and I've worked for NBN and other organizations. And I've built out some very critical infrastructure in phone systems. I'm talking about emergency services type stuff, right? So it's an area I understand quite well, though I focus on the Microsoft platform. Now, one of the things I've had said is that, oh, you can't use Teams for phone system. Shouldn't use it. Reliable. And yeah, that used to be at one point, but we actually do use Teams ourselves for our phone system. And when you get it tuned right, it can be absolutely transformational. Not only can I take phone calls on my mobile device, I can have a physical handset if I wish, which I do, and I can take it on my laptop. The cool thing about it is because it's in the Teams environment, I can take a phone call on my mobile phone as I'm out and about somewhere. Start speaking with the person on the phone, and then when I sit down at my desk, seamlessly switch across to my desktop experience. But then I can also bring in additional members of my team in on that call, and we can actually do screen sharing and record the session whilst we're actually on the phone call with this individual. And then we can send that a copy of that recording back to that person once it's finished, because we've got the power of Teams to be able to do this, and it has all the transcription, all the video capabilities, and everything else. So once you can embrace this sort of concept, it can truly change the way and unify all your communications into a single tool. But the issue comes around with how do I deal with remote people? Right? You've got team like I do in the Philippines. How do they interact with local customers? Because there's no way you're going to get one of your local customers to contact a person on a Filipino number. It's not going to happen, right? No offense to the people that are sitting over there. It's just we want to call someone local. And vice versa, when you're making a phone call out from your organization, you want to appear as though it's local. Now, let's be fair, we are using remote resources, be it the Philippines, be it India, be it Pakistan, China, um, Hong Kong, Japan, uh, America, New Zealand, wherever, it doesn't matter. The thing is that with the right systems, you can actually make that appear as though they're local. Actually, the telecommunications partner we work with have can provision local numbers. And I think it's around 80 countries. It may be more than that now around the world. So you can be an Australian-based company and you can have a local phone number in all these places all around the world. You can appear like you're anywhere. So inbound local calls, outbound local calls, and it's all managed by Teams. But you don't have to use Teams. Teams is a premium product when it comes to this sort of price in terms of costs, etc. Setting that up, you can go to other more dedicated voice and virtual phone systems companies, and it will cost you a lot less. In some cases, about half what you could pay for Teams for the setup, the licensing, everything else. But the point is it's very possible. It's very easy, and it can be delivered in a seamless manner that it doesn't matter where someone is physically located. You can deliver those phone service anywhere. And if you've got a Teams-based soft phone like we have on here, then I end up having two phone numbers. I've got my landline, Sydney number, and I have my mobile phone. So I can make the choice of whether or not the person I'm calling is going to see my landline or my mobile number. Great for those organizations who have got BYD policies and the individuals who have their private phone don't want to expose that number. So, or you think that I must have someone local because I must be able to take the phone calls? No. They can be anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. It is so easy to deliver services. As long as I've got an internet connection, I'm done. And if you want to get really advanced on building a high volume call center, then this is the stuff I love. It's not just about the technology, it's about the psychology of how to set that up to ensure that your callers and your operators are getting the best possible experience. Not as easy as you might think, but geez, it's fun trying to work it out. Anyway, phone systems, don't ignore them. People still like picking up one of these and giving you a call.